Sanao International presents Simply Football.
Hello and welcome to Simply Football, the post-match show after FC Goa have secured their first point in the ISL 3. Well, the journey has begun for the Gors and so it has for the FC Goa's innovative fan van from where we are coming to you today. It's been a fantastic ride for us from the fan van, which is a next level of fan engagement by FC Goa. We began from Panji and we are going across the state from your cities and villages, and this fan van is your opportunity to get a lot of FC Goa goodies and of course the match days if you win a certain contest, of which the details will be out on Prudent very soon. Let's now shift our attention to the match between FC Goa and Atletico de Kolkata, which was played yesterday in Kolkata. The result was a 1-1 draw. It was a very hard fought match and the point earned for FC Goa was precious because it was their first point. We have, as always, with us Francis D'Souza, our expert, former India striker, and we will make sense of FC Goa's performance. But before that, let's watch all the highlights and come back to this fantastic fan van. Well, FC Goa started out by making 5 changes to the first 11 that played in the last match. And these changes were quite influential in the end. What do you make of this team that Zico sent out yesterday?
I think the match started on a very high pitch. You could see the body language of FC Goa players. They meant they had to do something on this third game of theirs. So they had to send the message across to opponents. And you can see the intensity that the match started. It started at the right momentum. And it's good that they have won the point.
Right, coming specifically to these changes, Lakshmikant Kartimani, the goalkeeper who played in the first 3 games, was benched and Subhashish Roy Chaudhary came in. How do you see Subhashish Roy's performance yesterday?
Yeah, it makes a lot of difference for a player to be fit and a player to be match fit. I think what Roy missed was match fitness, playing after a long time, but still he has put in two or three glorious saves which saved the day for FC Goa, except for the goal that he conceded.
The midfield was boosted with Richarlison, the Brazilian player, coming in with his experience and all. Sahil Tawara was benched. Plus, crucially, Gregory Arnolin returned for FC Goa in place of Lucio, who was subbed last match at the halftime interval. Probably an injury there, we don't know. But how did Gregory and Richarlison fare for you?
The captain was very aggressive. He was full of adrenaline, and you could see it evident on the ground. It was there with all the players. They have put their best foot forward yesterday. I mean, they had to, because the position they were in. So very rightly so, they dominated the first half, created a lot of chances, and if they had to be converted, I think FC Goa would have come victorious. Right.
The big signing, of course, was of India striker Robin Singh, and he made his debut for FC Goa yesterday. Is Robin fit, match fit in your eyes?
We had two players who were debutant yesterday. One was Roy, goalkeeper, and the other was Robin Singh. We expect a lot from Robin Singh. The hope of all the fans and us Goans was that Robin Singh would come good. But I think Robinson in the anxiety to overperform. I mean, he was not really match fit. He may have been physically fit, but you need to be sharp. You have to be sharper for a contest like this, and especially when you are the past games have been lost. You have to come good. But I thought he didn't really come and deliver the way Zico expected him to do.
Right. The attacking strategy was built around Robin Singh and Rafael, along with Joffrey, who has worked hard as always. So did the trio combine well for you?
In fact, there was a lot of rhythm and fluency in the first half. But once they considered the goal in the later second half, I think the fluency wasn't there. You could see the fluency, the rhythm, the coordination, the understanding with the opponent team, Atletico Calcutta, and you could make the difference. But nevertheless, FC Goa were able to maintain possession of the ball and create those chances. But the big question mark is who is going to convert the chances. That is the big question Zico has to face and find remedies to.
Yes, the question mark still exists because there were a lot of chances that went bagging. There were a lot of half chances which were not converted. That question still remains. So what do you suggest maybe in the next match that FC Goa has to do? They are wasting a lot of chances as always.
Yes, what can the coach really do on the field? He can do everything outside the field and he expects his player to deliver. You had a chance with Trinidad Gonçalves with a one-to-one situation with the goalkeeper, and he being the most talented and the most technically fit, sound player on the field, he failed to get the ball past the goalkeeper. Yeah. I mean that was a disappointment, and if these chances are missed, I mean it's bad for the team and bad for the morale of the whole team.
Yeah. Coming to the goals, Samik Duty scored a good goal, but looking at that goal, do you think there were some errors, especially with the positioning of Subhashish Roy Chaudhary in the goal?
Let's give credit to the opponents. Atletico Kolkata, the dead ball situations that were planned, practiced during trials. If you see the visual, Hume was right on the top of the box, and as the kick was taken, you found him moving at the far post, and very intelligently the player played the ball to Hume, who set it back into the top of the box. Unfortunately, the ball landed in the feet of Duty. And as Zico always says, you don't have to hit hard to get a goal. You got to hit at the target. And the goalkeeper was a little late in reacting, because as the ball moves, it's essential, it's important for the goalkeeper to move from one position to the other position. He didn't come to the center of the field where the ball would have come to his hands, and that's where FC Goa paid the price.
So FC Goa chased this game since the goal conceded in the 6th minute. Did they look determined to you? Was there desire and hunger in this team?
Yeah, at least yesterday I think it was a little evident on the field. The desire, the hunger was there. But how do you get the end result if you don't convert chances? Yesterday you had a lot of chances, and nobody is going to give you a 100% chance. You got to take the half chances which are coming your way and win games for your team.
FC Goa struck back in the 77th minute through Joffre from the penalty spot. Was it a soft penalty, or were FC Goa lucky to get that penalty?
I think there was an infringement which was very rightly picked up by the referee. I mean, the law says very clearly, if the ball strikes your hand, it might have gone to another opponent, presumably, the way in the opinion of the referee. And I think there was not much argument from the player concerned or the players around. So they have sort of accepted the referee's decision. And Goa rightly deserved to get that goal after a lot of attacking.
Both these teams had men sent off each. FC Goa, rather Atletico de Kolkata were the first team down to 10 men. Stephen Pearson in the 53rd minute getting a red card. Slightly harsh on Pearson?
Yeah, the law very specifically mentioned you cannot tackle a player with disproportionate force. It's the wisdom and the 18th law of the referee to decide whether the tackle was really intentional or is going to do more harm to the player concerned. He doesn't have the benefit of replays, but if you are in a good position as he was, he could have still used the 18th law and tried to play it with a yellow card, because in the replays we have seen that it wasn't a very harsh tackle like the one which was done by Sanjay and deserved the red card.
Yeah, FC Goa couldn't capitalize on the one-man advantage because in the 60th minute, that was only 7 minutes after Atletico were down to 10 men, Sanjay Balmuchu had to go off for second bookable offence. FC Goa lost a great chance there to capitalize.
It's not so easy to capitalize on the player difference because you have to change your strategies or you have to change your style of play. But it takes a little time, and only clever players can adapt to such conditions in a very short period of time. But it was neutralized once Sanjay was sent off.
What you're saying is, even I noticed that even after being down to 10 men, the Atletico de Kolkata were quite fluent and they were going along with their same strategy and playing quite nicely. So how does the team manage to do that?
I think what really happens is success. Success builds up confidence in you, and if you have the confidence, your football on the field will show the difference. That's exactly what is happening to Atletico Calcutta. They are confident. They played composed football. They have a better cohesion among themselves. They understand their players better. Some of them have been playing last year, so they have built up that understanding. But in reality, they were looking more confident than FC Goa.
Overall, has FC Goa ever given you that impression that they are confident and on top of their game in any of the 4 matches so far?
You know, this match has kindled a little ray of hope that FC Goa will come into their own rhythm now with after having won 1 point, and I along with the fans are hoping that they come good in the remaining matches, although it's going to be really tough.
Statistics wise, FC Goa have been one of the better teams in this season of ISL. They have matched most of their opponents quite well and even topped them statistically with possessions or rather with shots. So not all that is bad in this team so far, but just they need to count it in terms of goals, isn't it?
If statistics could give you results, I mean everybody would have gone after statistics. But you got to take the chances and convert them. It's good to have possession of the ball, but when you have these chances created, you have the ball, you create the chances, and when you create the chances, you have to convert the chances. If you don't convert the chances, your stats are as good as for the records, and not for earning you 3 points.
Right. FC Goa play Mumbai City FC on Friday in Mumbai. A big game now for FC Goa. Of course, the point that they have earned yesterday have given the fans a lot of confidence. So how can they build on their performance now?
Of course, 1 point is a moral booster for the team. They have to take every match very seriously, and they have to go in more aggressively like they did yesterday's match. And I think they should get results because they are not playing as badly as we saw them play in the earlier 2 matches. They have improved a lot, and it's a matter of getting confidence and getting success.
Do you see any changes that Zico can make in this team going into the next match?
I mean, it's not really advisable for a coach to make too many changes, because you have to get the rhythm and the understanding and the cohesion between each players. So I think Zico will be sensible enough in maintaining the same team that played yesterday. If necessitated by some injury or other problem, I think he will stick to his own team.
What could be his best 11? Is he close to finding his best 11?
When you experience success, the coach can stick to some players and try to form the first 11. But when he doesn't experience success and in certain departments he doesn't find players performing, he has to take the necessary steps to make the changes.
If I ask to rate FC Goa's performance from yesterday's match, department-wise, what would be your rating to their attack and defense?
I think the attack was average yesterday. The midfield played well. I mean, you could give them 6 or 7, and the defense also, you could rate them at 7. They have not been very outstanding. But with the induction of your defender, Gregory, the message is loud and clear that they are going to defend the goal as stoutly as he did yesterday.
Do you have confidence that they can get a positive result in Mumbai?
Yes, I think so, because they will try to win this match. So it's a stepping stone for them for the remainder of the matches. They'll try to get the 3 points.
Right, FC Goa have now opened the account. They are on 1 point after 4 games. This is a situation they were also in the first season. So FC Goa fans can have some hope of the Gors rising up the table in the near future.
Yes, I mean that's what happened in the last 2 editions, and for the sake of the fans and sake of FC Goa and all the lovely fans in Goa, we hope what they experienced last year can follow this year also and qualify for the semi-final.
Absolutely. Finally, some word on this fan van which promises FC Goa fans engagement or entertainment quotient of the next level. What do you feel about this innovation?
I think it's a very wonderful concept. The first time I have experienced this, and I think it's the first time in India, and I have not seen much of this happening. And I hope the fans will come and cheer FC Goa as we cruise along all the villages and we discuss football.
Absolutely. Thank you, Francis, for being with us as always. Alright, this fan van is your opportunity to win FC Goa goodies, merchandise and match day tickets. That's not all. You can also be the lucky one who can go to the home game at Fatorda in this lavish bus, which is FC Goa's fan van. You can stay tuned to Prudent to get the details about the contest, which will be coming up in the news from time to time. That's all the time we have on this show. Thanks for watching. Keep watching Prudent. Goodbye.